A Psalm of David described as for remembrance. This one is heavy. David connects his suffering with his sin, feels crushed physically and mentally, and also feels abandoned socially. It moves like guilt to pain to loneliness and finally prayer. David starts, Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger. He describes God's hand as heavy on him. Then he admits, my guilt has overwhelmed me like a burden too heavy. So the suffering is not only external enemies, there's internal guilt too. Guilt becomes unbearable when you stop bringing it into the light. Then David uses physical language, wounds, festering, no wealth in his body, back filled with pain, weak, faint, groaning, heart pounding, strength failing, eyes dim. Whatever the exact condition, the point is, sin and sorrow can affect the whole person. Spiritual pain often spills into the body. My friends and companions avoid me. My neighbors stand at distance. That's brutal because meanwhile enemies set traps and accuse him. David says he stays like a deaf man, a mute man, meaning he's overwhelmed, not defending himself, conserving strength, waiting, okay? There's a kind of suffering where arguing back won't save you. Then David says, Lord, I wait for you. You will answer. He admits fear. If he falls, enemies will gloat. He confesses again. I confess my iniquity. I'm troubled by my sin. Then he describes enemies as strong and unjust, repaying good with evil. Confession doesn't raise consequence instantly, but it recenters you in truth, okay? Then, do not forsake me, do not be far from me, come quickly to help me. Short, urgent, dependent. The best prayer when you're crushed is sometimes just come quickly. What are the key lessons from Psalm 38? The first one is God's discipline can feel heavy, but it's meant to wake you up. Second lesson, unconfessed guilt becomes a crushing burden. Third lesson, suffering can affect body, mind, and relationships. Fourth lesson, sometimes the wise move is restraint, not endless self-defense. Fifth lesson, waiting for God includes confession and honesty. Final lesson, in the end, the cry is simple, don't be far. In summary, Psalm 38 is David Raw's confession in the middle of intense suffering. He feels the weight of guilt and the heaviness of God's discipline, describes physical collapse and constant growing, and experiences social isolation as friends keep their distance, enemies take advantage, but David chooses to wait for God and openly confess his sin. The psalm ends with a desperate request for God to come near and help quickly. Don't forget that like button, subscribe, channel, and I see you in the next chapter.